Hello, 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 YG Guna. Hey, yo, it's another reaction video. Yo, I nailed it this time. I nailed it this time. Yo, this is me, yeah? Like, I've been seeing this game circling around. Yeah, I've been seeing it circling around. And what I'm doing, yeah, I'm trying to convince myself not to spend money on this because my budget's not in it. I'm trying to convince myself, and so I'm gonna do the before you buy, kind of looking at the before you buy of Dune Awakening. Like this is like for my personal game collection. You get me? I still haven't finished Dragon Dogma 3. You get me? And I need to get on that. But Dune is Dune. You get me? Dune is Dune. You get me? Let's just get in. Let's get in.
Welcome back to another episode of Before You Buy, the show where we give you some straight up gameplay and our first impressions on the latest games releasing. Our boys at Funcom are at it again with a kind of sort of follow up to Conan Exiles. Hi, folks, it's Falcon, and today on Game Ranks we're talking Dune Awakening. I'm just going to be frank here. When I first heard about this project, I was kind of skeptical. I mean, I don't know if you've heard the videos in which I make jokes about its release date. Dune was going to wake up, but it got delayed, so it went back to sleep for a little while. I don't know. I make fun of it. Part of it is it's Dune, Frank Herbert's seminal space opera, but a survival game. Every other Dune game focuses on the politics and the warfare elements of the books, but there is an element of survival to Dune, and the premise, honestly, is not completely out of left field, but it seems a little odd at first glance. Or it did. That's how I used to feel, at least, because now, having spent some time with the game, I'm willing to eat a little crow on it, because the game does make sense. It might actually capture the feeling of Dune in a way no other game has up to this point. Not saying it's
Okay, look, this is my background with Dune. I have not read the books. The only thing I know about Dune is Timothy. You get me? Like I've watched like some of the memes and stuff. You get me? And I've dug into the lore. You get me? But the only thing I know is Timothy. And Timothy, he brought me in. He brought me in. Like you get me? So like I love Timothy, and I love the movie. The movie is that both 1 and 2 is a masterpiece. Like, I thought it was going to be trash. I didn't appreciate 1 until, like, I was chilling one day. I was like, I got nothing to do. I watched it at home on Crave. Like, if anyone y'all in Canada, US, you know what Crave is. And I was like, yo, this is absolutely fire. It's just beautiful. Like, I might even get a picture of... I got my Spider-Man over here. You get me? I might get Dune.
it's without its flaws, but if you like survival games, there's a lot to like here. Now, before I start really drilling down here, I want to make clear that this is going to be much more of a first impressions than a full review. Awakening has been available for a long time in beta. It's been in early access a few days too, but I'm only really getting into it, so my experience with the game is super limited compared to a lot of other people out there. This game's very big. I am just scratching the surface with my time with it. Like, I haven't gotten to the end game PvP stuff, for example. That's not something I've
PvP
so
is player versus player.
some kind of definitive judgment on the entire
But
experience.
I'm sure
It's more of an
gamers
early
know that
impressions,
already.
But so far, my impressions have far exceeded my initial expectations. So Dune Awakening takes place.
So he's
on a
telling me
very
to throw my
different
money.
Arrakis, one where the main character was never born. The changes in how the story plays out are pretty significant, and it does a lot to justify what's going on in the game. There's a reason why the planet.
So when he says the main character wasn't born, he's saying Timothy don't exist. That's what he's saying. Timothy is not there. The Messiah. Bro, there's lots of religious stuff in Dune. I should, like, bro, this is my thing about, like, all of the stuff that they're bringing stuff out of the Bible. And I'm not going to say that I know Bible, like I know Bible. But I know Bible, you get me? I need to get better at knowing Bible. But, like, you can see lots of parallels, you get me? And it's one of those things where it's like, I can see them, right? And let me not go crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? Let me not go crazy. You get me? But like Timothy, like, are they saying that are they saying I'm the Messiah? God forgive me. Is that what they're saying? That if I was to play this game in the Dune universe, let me specify, in this universe that does not exist, God forgive me. Are they trying to tell me that I am the prophet? Hey, yo, yeah, just telling me to he's telling me to take my hand out and just throw my money at it.
and it's full of bandits and raiders and enemy soldiers who stab
Where's my
you
wallet?
or gun you down.
Let me
or
keep
whatever.
it,
It's a simple premise that alters the nature of the setting, along with the disappearance of the Fremen. Yeah, there's no Fremen in the game, at least at first, which might sound sacrilege to a Dune fan, but it's kind of necessary for the world building they're doing here, which is appropriately brutal and strange for.
The way my mind works, when you say something to me, like for example, I watched Sinners recently, yeah, and there was one thing in Sinners that I was just like, yo, this is Vampire Diaries, and that's just the way my mind works. He just said something about the Fremen, and when he said it, I'm just like, yo, that's probably a key DNA and a part of the story, and he's paid a little bit, so he knows that it is. Yo, everything is tap nowadays. Tap, bro. Take my money. Take my money.
Expect from Dune, at least the appearance of the Fremen it's a plot point. It's not like
there you go.
Not here, there's a reason they're gone. One thing I think the game immediately captures that most Dune video games don't is the weird but epic tone of these stories. The recent Dune movies did a really, really good job of making this universe both understandable and also very alien in a way that's both intriguing and intentionally off-putting. And this game also does that very well, especially when you're doing stuff like interacting with the Bene Gesserit Sisterhood or exploring an interactive dream sequence. There's a lot of vague mystical language and proper nouns thrown around, but they somehow managed to make it intriguing rather than annoying. That's just the Dune difference. The actual plot, for what it is very simple. You play as a character, custom character, sent to Dune to locate.
Take my money.
The lost Fremen. Your transport ship gets shut down in the desert.
To find the lost Fremen. Like I said it already. Bruh.
Desert, and you gotta survive. And there's a lot more going on here than you'd normally get in a survival game, though. There's NPCs.
Wait, I need to go back. Okay. I don't know what this hairstyle is right here. I don't know if I'm seeing it. And I'm seeing this over here as well. Since Black Panther, again, I'm not 100% sure if this is what I think it is, but since Black Panther, yo, brothers will know, because like in these games, we get limited hairstyles, you get me? Like we get limited hairstyles. So brothers will know. Since that is the go-to hairstyle everywhere, not just inside video games, in comics, in anime, in cartoons, in animation, anywhere. Go-to hairstyle for any black man. Allow it. Please educate yourselves on black hairstyles. Like, how can you have all of this over here, right, with your straight hair? Imagine all of this over here with your straight hair. Imagine what I can do with this. Like, come on, Kurt. Like, you don't have brothers with waves. You get me? You don't even have waves. Bro, I see people going to barbers, black barbers, and they're going like all this like hot towel things and like spraying and creating hairlines out of nothing. But this is all you guys only got this for the brothers. Allow it. Yeah, I'm only good.
And there's a lot more going on here than you'd normally get in a survival game, though. There's NPCs to talk to, a lot of quests to undertake, there's factions to join, open world PvP. Frankly, it's a huge game with a lot going on, and that's because it's not your average solo experience. It's an MMO. It's not your classic massive one with thousands of players in the same server at the same time. Servers are split into a lot of sub-servers, so you only really have like 40 or 50 players each. So you're not gonna see other players all the time in normal zones. But when you get to the end game stuff, that's when the game starts drawing players from all the mini servers together. It sounds like it might be a confusing mess, but this is how a lot of MMOs operate these days, and for the most part, it actually seems to work pretty well. It does mean the game's online only. I'd prefer if they took the Conan Exiles route and made it so you can play on servers or play solo if you want, but at least the servers have been stable in my experience, and it's only taken a few seconds to log in every time. One thing I really appreciate about Dune Awakening is how it actually leans into the setting for not just the visuals, which are fantastic, but also the survival mechanics. The only real meter you have to worry about here is thirst. There's no hunger at all. Food doesn't need to be consumed to survive. You don't have to worry about sleep or disease or any of that crap. Just water. But you're on a desert planet, so that's kind of
Yo, Game Ran, thank you so much, my guy. You've in this 4 minutes and 27 minutes that I've watched of you, I actually watched the trailer as well. You've told me to just throw my money at them. I don't know if you get a cut. I wish I could give you a cut. Best thing I can do is plug your channel into my description. You get me? But thank you so much. I'm throwing my money at this. It's very simple. Hey yo, it's YEG. You know how we do, baby. Peace.